Alright, this is a little audio sample from the DJI Mic 2. I'm using the little adapter plugged into the Pixel 8 Pro, and the only changes so far that I've made is to put the transmitter gain up to plus 4. I think as a lavalier set, if you need a solution for as many possibilities as possible, this is pretty good. The case that it comes with is metal and locks tight. I had a previous problem with another set that I had that once it fell, all the microphones exploded out and stuff. This one locks, it's metal. The everything is so high quality with this set. It comes with a magnetic clip, or like a magnet attachment. It also has a really good clip, and then the receiver has metering to look at, so you know that your audio is coming in. It has a really good touch screen. Everything about this set is pretty great quality. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to find too many problems with it. Very minor things like the little plastic thing that you take off. There's nowhere to put it. The little plastic thing, it's on the receiver. It covers up the where the pins touch. If you want to like quickly plug it into like a computer or something, you have to take off the little phone adapter first and then plug in a Type-C connection. So just very minor things. When I plugged it into a computer as a microphone, the volume was pretty low for some reason. I'm not too sure. I adjusted the transmitter volume all the way up to plus 12, and it was still pretty low. And then it does have a noise reduction feature, which works pretty well. It's pretty good. Right now, there's a pond in front of me, so we can listen to that together. Let's see. I'll adjust the gain. Alright, the gain's now at plus 6. It should be, the noise of the pond should be coming in now. And then let's see, I'll take the transmitter, and if you press the power button, then it'll activate the noise reduction feature. It also has vibration notification. So when you press or do something recording, it'll vibrate as an additional indicator. So now I have the noise reduction feature on with a plus 6 receiver gain. No, plus 6 transmitter gain. And oh yeah, the magnet on the back is super strong, which is pretty nice. It also has a recording, internal recording for the transmitter, so you can activate that, and then you can plug the transmitter into your computer and get the audio file off that way. So if something happened during recording, it lost a signal, then you have a backup, which is super awesome. So this has all been talking with, since I got to the pond with the noise reduction feature, and I'll turn that off. And then this is just it by itself with a plus 6 gain. There we go. I'm going to turn down the gain. So just turning down the volume to naturally, more naturally, block out the background sounds. You can monitor your audio through the receiver too. It also has a 3.5 out, but you can also just do Type-C out, which works great. like I said before, there's a touch screen for settings and things. The wind cover seems pretty good. It's not very thick, or maybe not thick. It's not very distant. There's not a lot of distance. So with pretty intense wind, you might be able to hear something a bit more than, say, if you just had like a bigger cover. But the wind cover itself, it seems pretty good. Locks on pretty well. I'm not worried about it falling off. It like kind of plugs into the 3.5 jack on the transmitter for plugging in external lavaliers. So yeah, this has been with a +1 gain now, and then I can adjust that. Alright, I'm going to bring it up to a +10 transmitter gain. So should be picking up a lot of the background noises now. Hopefully it's not too loud in the video. But yeah, it just snowed, so there's snow everywhere. There's a bit of wind, but the birds are out. Probably can hear the pond quite well now with a +10 gain. The dove just flew over. And I'll try turning it down. Oops. Yeah, the screen on here makes looking at what you're doing so easy. I'm going to keep it at +3 gain on the transmitter. Yeah, you can manage your mono and stereo if you have the other transmitter. So this set is just very versatile and works with pretty much everything: camera, smartphone, computer, like whatever you need to use it for, it'll be there for you. And the case that it comes with is just super strong. I really wish that the case could also, the metal one could also hold the wind covers, but I guess they won't. That would make it a bit bigger. I don't know. I feel like they could somehow build in some way, some kind of spring or something to keep them in there or something. I don't know. But that would be nice if you could have the wind covers on and then just take them out and go. Oh yeah, one more thing that I noticed is that compared to some other lavalier sets that I've used, when you want to quickly like listen back to your audio, the sound will just play, like if it's plugged into a smartphone, it'll just play right through the smartphone, so you don't have to unplug it every time. With some of the less expensive lavalier sets I've used, you have to unplug them every time you want to listen back to your audio, and that's just a very inconvenient thing. You can also just plug in your headphones and the audio will come out that way. And through the little dial on here, you can adjust your headphone gain and everything too. So it's just very, very user-friendly. But yeah, this was just a little sound sample of the DJI Mic 2.
Here's an unboxing and a quick review of the DJI Mic system. My first impression of this was very phenomenal. I love the sleek design and the hard protective case for this, seeing how it is well over $300. The tech on it just looks very sleek, very compact. I love the gray design of it overall. If you are wanting to take your content creation to the next level, I would most definitely recommend purchasing this. The design of the mic itself is small and compact, and it allows you to clip it onto your shirt or inside your shirt, however you like to adjust that. The DJI mic system also comes with a windscreen, which I also felt very useful. Here's a quick test. So I got the system right here in my hand. It's a pretty good mic. I don't see how people hold this up to their mouth like this though. It's like I'm not really feeling it. I might be able to keep it down here, but I kind of like it up here too because it seems like it gives much better quality. But hey, each his own.
Those millions couldn't get the money because the case was being investigated. By late 2014, the FBI had found the insurance policies and the cell phone pings to the park. They knew about the near miss at the cabin. They had dissected all the lies. Finally, they decided it was enough. November 6, 2014, a little over 2 years after Tony Henthorne died, Harold dropped Haley off at school, then headed for home. He never got there. Law enforcement stopped him near his house. They arrested Harold and charged him with Tony's murder.
A good day and amongst all the bad.
This won't have a happy ending because we won't be able to bring my sister back, but you know, from here on out, there will be good moments for us, and that was a good moment. And it just so happened to be on my parents' 55th wedding anniversary.
But there was still a trial to come and another battle with
This is a recording without using the DJI mic. And I will do a comparison of the noise cancellation and how it sounds with the mic on. So this is actually the recording of the DJI mic being used. I did end up using the USB-C transmitter to my phone. And another thing is that I had to take off my hard case because I have such a thick hard case. So if I plan to use this, I'll need a thinner phone case.
Acabei de receber meu microfone da DJI. Não podia estar mais feliz. Eu acabei de unbox e tirei já dos plásticos. Aqui tá os dois. A bolsinha, em primeiro lugar, é fantástica. Cabe todos os equipamentos. Aqui está o microfone, né? Já carregando. Colocou aqui. Fechou. Ótimo. Olha isso. E para conectar, super fácil, claro. Bluetooth, sem fio. Fantástica. Já testei. Não tem microfone melhor que esse. Muito para conectar com a câmera. Bluetooth, super fácil. Vale a pena.
Alrighty guys, so I'm on the DJI Mic 2 right now, just doing a quick recording on here. One thing I did want to say is that right out of the box, you can start recording through your camera app. You don't have to go to a third-party app like TikTok or Blackmagic. A lot of the reviews when I was buying this DJI microphone was you have to do it through a third-party app. And for me, that kind of sucked because I would normally hook up a microphone or a lav mic through my camera app and I'd get it to work. So for the 15 Pro, it's not the case. I can start recording right away. The transmitter that's on the bottom of the phone that you connect, you actually don't have to take that off, at least for me and my phone. I don't have to take that off. I can just stop recording, press play, and I can listen to my audio without having to connect or disconnect anything there. So I feel like that's great. I don't know if they've made improvements, if they've listened to the comments, reviews, but and maybe did an update, but as of right now, you don't have to worry about those things. So this is going to come in handy for me. This is great. I'm happy with the purchase. It sounds super clear. and amazing. So I am very happy with this so far.
All right, hello everybody. I am doing a test for the DJI Mic 2 microphone kit. So right now you are currently listening to this with the receiver. No lapel mic is connected to it. This is just straight through the microphone as well. I also got the 32-bit float recording also going on, which you can turn on and off just by pressing the little button here. You can also enable the noise canceling on and off by single pressing the power button on the left. Right here, I'm using the receiver with my S24 Plus with the camera, so it's connected straight to the USB-C port on the phone, and so through the camera app on the phone itself, the microphone audio is passing straight to the USB port. I currently have this set at the receiver gain is set to just flatline. It's at 0. It's not negative anything, not positive anything, and so. And the transmitter itself on my shirt right here is set to -5. And so I'm basically going to run through all the different gains for the transmitter and then also show you guys what the 32-bit float audio sounds like that's recorded internally on the microphone as well. And so first, this is what -5 sounds like, and we're going to start this all the way down at -12 on the transmitter. So here we go. So this is the lowest that this microphone goes. This is -12. This is the lowest gain that you can get on the transmitter through the receiver and everything. Now we're going to go -11. This is -11. Now we're going to go to -10. This is -10. And now we're going to go to -9. This is what -9 sounds like. This is -8. This is what -8 sounds like. This is -7. This is what -7 sounds like. This is -6. This is what -6 sounds like. Now we're at -5, back where we started at the beginning. Now we're at -4, so you can see the gradual increase in the volume. Now we're at -3. Now we're at -2. Now we're at -1. And now we're at 0. This is baseline. This is not negative. This is not low. This is not high. This is just the flat audio, the baseline audio for the transmitter. And now we're going to go to +1. We're at +1 now. Now we're at +2. And now we're at +3, now we're at +4, now we're at +5, now we are at +6, now we're at +7, now we're at +8, now we're at +9, now we're at +10, now we are at +11, and now we're at the absolute max. I'm definitely peaking the microphone now, but that's what the 32-bit audio is supposed to help with. It's supposed to help you crunch that to where you don't have any peaking. So right now with the +12 gain, I am now going to switch this portion of the audio over with this high gain over to the 32-bit audio so you can see what it sounds like at its max right before it starts to clip. And then that way you can see the difference there. And now, in a few seconds, I'm going to switch this back all the way down to -5. And now that I have this back on -5, we are going to switch back to the internal audio. So switching back from the 32-bit float to the internal audio, so you can, still get a sense of what that sounds like. And now we're going to enable the noise canceling. Like I said, you just press the power button once. The light will become more of this yellowish green color instead of the solid green. That tells you that the noise canceling is enabled. And so we're still at -5, but now you're getting a sense of what the noise canceling sounds like. The noise canceling on this is pretty good in my opinion, but it does kind of give you that slight, I don't know how to best describe it, kind of like crystally like type sound where it's like if you did have more background audio happening, like a fan in your room or like an air conditioner or a dryer or something like that next to you, you would hear that like kind of robotic electronic. I don't know what the best word to describe that sound is, but you're probably hearing a little bit of that right now because we do have a washer and dryer going on in the background. And now we are going to switch back to regular audio. And as you see, it's now solid green again. We are now back to regular, pure, straight audio, straight from the transmitter to the receiver on the phone, and that's what it sounds like. And just for another reference again, we're going to switch back to 32-bit now. So now when I go and edit this later for you guys to see, we are now using the 32-bit audio that is recorded directly on the microphone. First, I'm going to let you guys hear it baseline. This is the neutral 32-bit audio file without any changes to the gain, like whether you're lowering it, whether you're raising it. This is just the baseline neutral sound. Now I'm going to increase it to the absolute max that you can in Audacity, because it tells you the maximum that you can increase it in your amplify settings before it starts to clip. That's what that 32-bit is for. It basically monitors your clipping levels, and that way in the softwares that you use to edit it, you can restore or get back any distorted or damaged audio that may have been clipped, may have been distorted or messed up in your actual internal audio. So now you're listening to it, amplified at the max that it can go without, distorting. And now we are going to switch back to the internal audio again. And now that we're back on internal audio, we're still at -5. -5 sometimes is a little bit too much, even for my S24 Plus, with the internal amplification that the camera app and stuff like that does. You really have to, kind of test it out and record with, whether it's your phone, whether it's your dedicated DSLR or mirrorless camera, camcorder, whatever you're using to record the audio. You're gonna have different audio settings for both your transceiver and transmitter, your transmitter and your receiver, to get the best settings out of your microphone. And so you just got to kind of play around with it until you get the audio to your preference. But for me, I found -5 is the best kind of balance for me. It might be a little bit on the louder side sometimes, but I find that it's like the best, most suitable for my range of loudness and lowness without having to resort to using the 32-bit float. But that's for my phone. That's for my S24 Plus. Like I said, whatever camera and other things you're using, you're going to get different results, different settings. But I hope that this was a good audio test to help you guys understand the range that this microphone is capable of. And thank you guys for listening.